In 2004, the Southern Center for Human Rights filed suit against the Fulton County Jail system over unsanitary and dangerous conditions at the jail. Incidents on record include inmates defeating cell locks, repeated inmate-on-inmate violence, and multiple attacks on jail staff. To settle the suit, Fulton County consented to improvements mandated by a federal court order, including the replacement of locks that were being easily opened by inmates.
Over the years, before we even began to investigate the possibility of replacing the locks, we had issues with inmates being able to get out of their cells by popping or bumping the doors sufficiently enough to where the doors will open. In some cases, inmates would assault other inmates. Inmates would attempt to assault staff members. Inmates would break into other inmates' cells and steal property. Inmates would just simply get out of their cells and cause trouble for the staff in general from a supervision standpoint.
In 2006, the Fulton County Sheriff's Office and the state of Georgia entered into a consent order with a federal court that addressed those security concerns.
The consent order specifically addresses having all doors with working locking devices. And that's always been a challenge. Even with a locking device that isn't broken, if it can be easily defeated, then the purpose of that device is also defeated.
To comply with a consent order, Colonel Adger and his staff looked for vendors who could provide a reliable solution. The Willo Wedge, with its patented tamper-resistant offset design and LED indicator light, was among the products evaluated.
When I saw the product, I was almost convinced then that that was going to be the solution to our problem. July of 2012, we installed on the swinging doors in one of our housing units the Wedge locking device. And after the installation was complete, one of the local media people came out, news media people came out, and they asked me how assured I was that this was going to work. And I just said up front, I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. If any inmate can pop out of this cell now, the way it's configured with a Willo device, I will give them $20 in commissary items. And that was over a year ago, and I haven't had to pay out on that bet yet.
Fulton County housed its most notorious troublemakers in the renovated cell block to further test the locks. Even they could not get past the patented offset design.
We quickly heard from them that there was nothing they could do to defeat that lock. That once that door was shut, I think one of them even said, once that light goes green, that's it. We heard reports that inmates that were housed in those cells when they went to court downtown told other inmates who hadn't seen the devices yet that if they put you in one of those cells, you're not getting out.
If the green indicator light is on, guards know the cell door is locked and secure, and that has increased the staff's confidence.
The morale is going to increase because they're going to have a high level of assurance that when they go into a zone that's locked down, that those inmates are not going to pop out behind them and assault them.
Getting the county commission to approve the funding for the $5 million project took more than a year.
One of the things that we had to do was compare our current situation and where we wanted to be with other jails in the area that were having the same problems and illustrate what the liability factor is, not having a safe and secure environment.
In the final analysis, commissioners agreed that the project was necessary to reduce the county's liability.
If you think saving money not buying these locks is going to be of use to you, wait till you get the lawsuit because an inmate was assaulted because we could not lock them down and keep them safe and secure. That's going to be tens of millions of dollars in and of itself.
The Wedge easily replaces existing swing door locks with no impact on the integrity of the door or frame. The Wedge is ASTM Grade 1 certified, has a built-in door positioning sensor, and features an easily accessible cleanout for removing packed debris from the door strike.
As time went on and we worked further with all the vendors and specifically with Willo, we enhanced the specifications that we were asking for to provide the best security product that we can get. I think that's what we have now.